Hello, good afternoon. I am Bernard Rocoma from the University of the Philippines. I'm here to talk about our project titled AI Swamp, Artificial Intelligence-Based Sustainable Water Resources Management in the Philippines. But before that, I'll be talking about our institute. I come from the Institute of Environmental Science and Meteorology. It's quite a young institute, around 23 years old, but it has a rich history spanning up until the 1970s. A lot of our colleagues from Pag-asa actually graduated from our institute. The current director actually did his PhD in our institute. And we are celebrating that we are consistently tagged as a Center of Excellence in Environmental Science. But besides that, we are one of the regional training centers of WMO in the area. So alongside Pag-asa, we consistently conduct trainings and academic programs to further and advance the science of meteorology in the region. So if you're looking for a school to do your PhD, you're welcome to come to our institute. But for now, usually my topic of research is tropical cyclones, but I am part of this project. So this is a multi-agency and multi-university project. So AI Swamp is being conducted both in the Philippines, University of the Philippines, and with our partners in Pusan National University. And we are also collaborating with Pag-asa. So Mr. Ordinario earlier has already told you some things about this project. And we are also partnered with local government, government agencies like the Laguna Lake Development Authority and the Metropolitan Water Works and Sewerage Systems. And we all know that water is very hard to study. It's very sensitive to changes in climate. It's also very hard to model. It's also hard to monitor because it's always ever flowing and ever changing. So one of the things that we want to do is we want to augment this data. And we do this in two approaches. First is monitoring and then modeling. So this is just summarizes what our plans are. So I forgot to tell you, this is an ongoing project, so I can't show you much results yet. So this is we have three approaches. First is remote sensing and deep learning. So we augment our current sensor data with data from satellites such as Sentinel-1 and 2, and we feed it into a deep learning model of choice. We're still figuring out which one is the most optimized for our purposes. After augmenting the data, we will feed it into our hydrologic, hydraulic, and water quality models, and then we will project it towards the future. So I'll just gloss through that, but our specific objectives are monthly monitoring of actual water quality, and then we augment that with satellite data, and then we build our models. We have two large river basins as our project sites, the Pampanga River Basin and the Pasig Marikina Laguna Lake Basin, shown in the figures. And we are quite lucky, or I'm not sure if it's luck or unlucky, because the Laguna Lake has a lot of sensor data, and we are realizing that a lot of this sensor data is not readily ingestible. No? So a lot of us who work in machine learning know that 90% of the work is just cleaning the data. 10% is just the training. So besides cleaning the data and finding out interesting things, no, such that upstream water quality has higher nutrients, we also go down to the field to find out actually what's happening. So this is conducted every month, and we go there, we measure the water quality, and we are not yet training our models properly because we are doing this concurrently with the satellite satellite passes. Every time Sentinel-1 passes over the area, we go out to the field and then we measure. Hopefully, to concurrently measure both satellite and water quality at the same time. So that's what I'm showing here. And afterwards, we are also building our SWOT model. So I can't tell you much about this because my colleague is doing this with her team. After we augment the data with both satellite and then in situ data, we feed this into this model. And then after feeding that into this model, we will feed another model, which is climate downscaling. No? So we want to find out first what happens to the how we can monitor these river basins properly, and then what will happen to these river basins in the future. So right now it's 2026, so we're just in our third phase now. We were given 5 million Philippine pesos for each year, so that's around 80,000 US dollars. We thought that was a lot of money, but we are finding out that's not enough. So right now in 2026, we are continuing to calibrate our models and then downscaling, and we are figuring out which deep learning model architecture we want to use for this project. And this just summarizes everything that I showed you earlier. And thank you very much for listening.